guys, and welcome to another edition of the Take Your Pick Pile On podcast. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Olivia Tasley here with Brent Martineau, Dan Hicken.
Hello.
I had to wear black today, guys. I still haven't burned off all those extra stuffing cards.
Yeah, you're huge.
I thought it was the Jags funeral.
Oh, that too. We can go that route.
Yeah.
Maybe USF.
Or USF's funeral.
USF, God, what a game. I feel bad. I feel bad after that game.
Now, you did not go to the game, right?
No, I didn't go.
You just watched it?
I didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was too bad.
Watched it from home, yeah. I was texting Russell and Bridget, though, throughout the game.
They were
CF
enjoying
alums.
themselves, yeah.
I think we have to take a look at last week, but we also, before we make our picks, have to spend a little time on the disaster that is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes.
So we will do that.
Now on this little fancy device.
Hello.
So if you want to leave comments, I will be your voice and hand them off to Brent and Dan.
Yeah, let's answer some questions.
Answer questions, keep it PG-13.
All right, we're going to do the picks, but seriously, I think we do, because we only did one podcast this week. This is this one.
Yes.
Dan was in Buffalo, and then he had to take a couple of days off because he was tired.
I hate this game.
And he was depressed and mad. But Monday was a busy day at Jags headquarters.
Yeah. Ooh, wasn't it?
So it's in the tank here. 7-game losing streak. Nathaniel Hackett surprised you?
No.
Surprised me.
This is what happened on Monday.
Surrender the white flag.
Yeah, we gave up. They
Blake
gave up.
Bortles to the bench.
I mean, look, it surprised you said?
The Hackett move surprised me.
Why?
Well, because I would say I don't think Doug Marrone needed to do both moves. I think from hey, we want to get your attention. We got to mix things up, shake things up. I think you bench the quarterback and pretty much for good for the rest of the year. I think that's enough. Hackett, listen, one of the excuses for Bortles, he didn't have much to work with.
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, for Hackett, he didn't have enough to work with, and he didn't have a good quarterback to work with.
Yeah, I think we're past the getting the attention thing, though. I think it's just like, what are we going to do here to turn this thing around next year? Big picture. And basically they're saying, I don't think Hackett
could hack it.
Is a good fit. He's not getting it done. I mean, there was no balance, man. He had 31 passes in a row in one game.
That's where it started, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you get the sense that's where it kind of was like, uh-oh.
Just some odd, and I feel bad for him in the respect. And I don't want to see anybody lose their job, but it just wasn't. There wasn't a good feel especially when you're watching. Listen. The Jaguars can still do all the motion, try the things that these high scoring teams do. Mm-hmm. Just seem very vanilla to me.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Maybe I'm wrong, but and I'm not an X's and O's guy, but it just seemed very vanilla. And obviously, Blake Bortles didn't help the matter. I think he's played his final game as Jaguars quarterback, barring injury to Kessler. I don't think we'll see Blake playing again.
Yeah. By the way, Blake Bortles
is what I'm saying. By the way, ever.
Not in the NFL.
No, ever here.
For the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm still mixed on that. I don't know because of all the money.
Any way Blake Bortles comes back next year.
Just remember one thing. Mm-hmm. If Blake Bortles does not come back at all, that means that's an indictment on Tom Coughlin, Dave Caldwell, Doug Marrone.
I think they've already accepted that indictment.
Have they?
Well, listening to Tom on the radio,
There's
we got to redo this thing.
a lot of alerts sent out today about him apologizing and taking blame for that.
Yeah, I just think I think they have to go. I don't think they can go with Blake Bortles anymore.
I'm not advocating they do.
No,
I'm
just not.
Because of the $16 million that it costs the team.
Which will be
by the way,
$11 million
nobody
after June 1st.
If they wait till June 1st, it's $11 million. Yeah. But very few teams keep that amount of dead money, meaning it counts against your salary cap.
Right.
They don't usually do that. That's very unique.
Right.
When you could end up keeping a guy as a backup quarterback for that, I mean, at least you're getting something out of him.
Yeah.
So they'll try to trade him, first of all, but they ain't going to get anything there.
No.
And then they'll have to decide whether to cut or not to cut. Will be
There's
the
another.
By the way, Blake handled it well again. You know what, Blake today?
He's good.
Blake, we always know he's very professional.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Handles himself a lot better than the captain of the offense.
He does.
Oh,
with Leonard
goodness.
Fournette.
Kind of a horse's patoot is what he is.
But
well, he has been. I mean, that was ridiculous what happened Sunday.
I completely agree.
But I think it's worth the observation of this today when we're in the locker room. Mm-hmm. You know what he did today? Whew.
Blake?
Thankfully. It felt like that to me. It was like,
he didn't actually literally.
No,
I thought he was actually.
But it kind of looked, the expression on Blake's face, the one that you see on Sunday with all the frustration and lack of confidence. Today I saw Blake Bortles that almost had a sigh of relief to him. Like, this has been a miserable 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And at times over the course of his campaign at QB, it's been a miserable time. Mm-hmm. And I think he took a breath these last couple of days. And that's not to say he's happy that he's benched.
Right.
But this is a guy that's taken a lot of bullets. And I think at least for this week,
decompress.
Taking a step back, you could sense it today. That
I would tell him to be
ready. And he took a lot of the blame. He took all the blame. He said, "It's my job to win games, and I didn't do it."
I would tell him to be ready because it's of my belief, and again, just my own opinion. I don't think that Cody Kessler can make a run through 5 games with this offensive line and his lack of mobility and stay healthy. I worry about that. He's not a big dude.
No, he's not.
And so
it's hard to predict people getting hurt.
Yeah, I know.
But
I think we'll see Blake Bortles again this year. But I don't think he'll ever play significant time at the quarterback spot for the Jaguars again.
I think that's fair.
Do you think he'll start again?
In the NFL? I think he'll be a lot like Blaine Gabbert, is what I think. I think he'll be a backup and get chances here and there along the way, but mostly no.
Remember, he's 26 years old.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of experience now, and he's seen a lot, and he's got some scar tissue that he has to overcome, much like Blaine Gabbert.
72 starts in his career.
Yeah, and listen, I say you don't throw 70-something interceptions by accident,
right.
But I also say you don't throw 70-plus touchdowns by accident.
Right.
I mean, there's something in there that made him go to the AFC Championship.
A lot of changes coming.
A
lot of changes coming for this franchise, and rightfully so.
Yeah, and yet they still have a core that's halfway decent.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot better chance of being 9-7, 10-6 next year.
Yeah.
Than becoming a perennial like we were in that malaise before. Look, Coughlin came in, and the edict was, win now. What do we got to do to win? And in hindsight, and it's easy to do in hindsight, the mistake was keep not getting somebody for Blake. I think. I get so angry over the Kirk Cousins thing. I get this thrown to me everywhere I go, and I'm like, Kirk Cousins was not coming to Jacksonville, gang. He took less money to go to Minnesota than he could have had with the Jets. He saw this offense. He wasn't going to come here and play for this offense. So, and as Coughlin told us, look, we were within a whistle of the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't just try to fix the little spots and continue to build on what you're doing? That's what they did.
And the fair criticism would have been, hey, well, why not still take a first or second round quarterback just in case?
I would have done that. Where I think the criticism is okay is if you weren't sold on Blake Bortles when Coughlin came in. Yeah. Passing on Deshaun Watson was the mistake now. But
this is where I bow up a little bit and get. I don't like that because when you said win now. If they had picked Deshaun Watson, remember this.
That's a good point.
You remember this. If they had picked Deshaun Watson, that would be great for maybe the next 5 years. But for a franchise that was in the toilet,
that's a good point.
In the dumpster,
that's fair.
To change their team, the guy that got them to the AFC Championship game was Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, that's fair.
They do not go to the AFC Championship game with Deshaun Watson. They don't. Yeah. They wouldn't have done it.
No,
and you can't say they would have. Yeah. Now, they would have been better this year, better next year, better all the time.
Sure.
But you would not have had last year, which last year was very fun, people.
It was fun.
And they changed it.
Would have been a very different podcast.
So that's where you almost have to end the argument. But now they have to find a guy. Bottom line is they've got to find a guy. 2 quick observations, Dan.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette, I would not rule out the idea, and I don't know if you'd get anything for him, trading him. I'm not. Well, I don't mind the idea of trading.
The reason why you're saying that is because you know, and I know, that the franchise is extremely disenchanted with Leonard Fournette and his maturity, I guess would be the best word to describe him, and lack of it. Listen, and this is a little bit of an indictment on the players. You voted this guy your captain, and he doesn't act like a captain in any way, shape, or form. I've been told, and I don't know this 100%, but I've been told misses some work, rehab assignments and things along those. He was suspended a year ago, suspended again now by the National Football League. So I would concur. It wouldn't be shocking, but you're not getting a first round pick. You have to get a player for him.
I would just at least entertain the idea. Yeah. You've been around here since the start of the franchise. Yeah. I've been around here 11 years. I don't remember a guy that's been suspended for a game. Never mind once in each of his first 2 years.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, one by the NFL, one by his own team.
Yeah.
I don't recall it.
Well, I don't
and that's a guy wearing a C on your jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't.
RJ may have been suspended, but I'm not positive.
And by the way, there are probably examples
there have been some, but not like
2
that.
years in a row.
Yeah, it's a bad optics.
Now
man.
Here's the deal: 19 touchdowns in 21 career games.
Correct.
I mean, the guy's been pretty effective in that regard.
14 last year.
All right, one last observation and concern. I like still watching some of the players on the football team that have star value. A la Jalen Ramsey, right?
Who may not play this week.
That's my point. Yeah. He may not play this week. He might not play against Tennessee. Who knows where the knee injury, missed practice, and I think there's some concern there all of a sudden. That one snuck up on me.
Yeah.
Maybe because of all the other news, I didn't realize that he was dealing with a knee, but if you miss the next 2 games, when you're terrible, you might shut it down.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how much we're going to see even Jalen Ramsey the rest of the year. I do say if he doesn't play, it could cost himself a Pro Bowl because I still think he's going to the Pro Bowl.
Not if he doesn't play the last 5 games.
But not if he doesn't play the last 5
I would agree with
games.
that. I would agree. And listen, in terms of next year, we've seen the last of a lot of guys, and most people don't expect Malik Jackson to be back. Some discussion about Marcel Darius and Calais Campbell, and
$15 million per contract.
They're not willing to
a whole new team, I feel
yeah,
like.
if they're not willing to rework. Now, but again, there are good pieces. I think the Jags will rework one of those guys, probably Darius, but we'll see. I think Miles Jack. I don't know that they're thrilled with Telvin Smith and his performance this year. Both corners will be back, but both safeties could be gone.
Telvin Smith will be back because of his contract.
Because of his deal.
At least for another year.
Yeah.
Usually those are 2-year things
Yeah.
that you can get out from him, but not.
Yeah.
Telvin Smith's at least back for another year. And another captain, by the way, who is disappointed.
Yeah.
But
Marquise Lee comes
Barry
back.
Church is gone. Yeah,
Maybe.
Marquise Lee will
Well,
be
maybe.
back.
I mean, Marquise.
He'll be back.
He'll be back health-wise, health willing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's a really bad knee injury.
it wasn't really bad. You're right.
That's
I'm assuming he'll be back because it was so early in the year.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, he'll be healthy,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he'll be back. I don't know how good he'll be.
Yeah, even Allen Robinson, it took him 8 games this year with that ACL, so that's a fair point. All right, so anyway, we had to catch up on
Doom
some
and
Jags
gloom.
stuff.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry,
It's
but
miserable.
true.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
The Jags are picking 6th in the draft.
And it's going to go up. They're going to be picking
In the top
higher.
5.
Yeah, you're
Probably.
probably going to Nashville this
No,
year
I'm going to Nashville. Like, we definitely are.
for the draft.
Yeah.
I know.
But-
so I just said you're probably going to Nashville.
Top 10.
Not supposed to go to Nashville.
top 3?
We're not supposed to go cover the draft anymore.
No, because
It's not
you're supposed to be
be
picking like 24th
Yes.
or
32nd. Yeah. Would be really good.
It's been miserable. I have to end all the doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Because we're about to go to the college things. And, well, I wanted to give you a present.
Me?
This is passing along, and you have to read aloud and do the honors.
For Dan Hicken from your biggest fans.
I'm going to take a picture.
Biggest fans.
Yes.
You have several biggest fans.
Well,
okay?
these are the biggest, tongue in cheek. It's from the neighbors. I know what this
I love
is.
my neighbor pick.
I know what this is, and you're right. It's fair, and I deserve this.
I hope they're watching.
And
that we watch.
no, they'll see it on something. And this is fair. This is good.
The cowbell.
You
Yeah.
have to show off the logo. It's not just a cowbell.
No, I'm not sure the proper way to ring the cowbell because
There you
that's
go.
actually better.
Pretty good.
Loud.
Yeah.
That's a gator. Gator ringing the cowbell.
Yeah. No, look, I'll say this to the neighbors.
It takes a couple tries. It's okay.
I was wrong about Mississippi State, and I picked against them a couple of times. And so, yes, hats off and well-deserved, and I should ring it. And congratulations, what a great year.
Yeah, the cowbell's cool. I got one, too. We
Yeah.
ring them all throughout the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Listen, I've never not liked Mississippi State. I like Mississippi State, and I really liked them on a Saturday in late September when the gate is 113-6.
Here we go.
I gotta get one
Can't
shot
avoid
in,
it.
neighbor.
Can't avoid it. All
Come
right,
on,
let's go
neighbor.
pick
All right.
these things.
Let's do our next
Should
10.
I bring
Oh,
the bell and ring it each time I get
Yeah.
Well, there's your college football playoff. By the way, 1, 2, and 3 are pretty much locked. Who's going to be number 4?
Yeah.
Does
That's
Georgia
right.
have a chance to beat Alabama?
Yes.
And Oklahoma, we both agree, is in if Georgia loses and Oklahoma wins and Ohio State wins.
I think we agree, but I don't know if that's necessarily a done deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be curious to see how they handle that.
All right. Let's
All
go
right,
ahead.
guys.
Get it.
Let's
get
start
it.
down there with the Pac-12 championship game, Utah and Washington.
I read a great article in the
Here we go.
Pac-12.
Oh, boy.
Already
Did you
started.
know?
Here's the homework.
By the way, she's almost so tired of you. She said, here we go.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you know that? Do you know the commissioner of the Pac-12 is there, Holmes? Yeah, his name's Larry Scott.
Yeah, okay.
Larry Scott makes $4.9 million a year. Do you know how much the commissioner of the SEC makes? Greg Sankey, $1.9 million.
Wow.
Larry Scott, you know where the headquarters is of the Pac-12? San Francisco. Do you know what they pay annually for rent in San Francisco? Like $6.8 million. You know, for their offices. Do you know what the SEC pays for in Birmingham? $315,000.
That's a great article.
I mean,
Wow.
you know what the Pac-12 was in bowl games 1 year ago? 1-8. The Pac-12 has become, I mean, forget the Big Ten or forget the Big 12. These guys are missing for the second year in a row, and
Become
no
a
one's even
non-factor.
thinking about them.
Yeah, non-factor.
Non-factor. The point is being this guy has come in, this commissioner, and he's amped up himself, but he hadn't done anything for the football. I mean, they win their titles in the other sports, but football, they do nothing.
That's a great. That's
very interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
With all that said, I like Washington, who beat Utah earlier in the year by a couple touchdowns. I'll take the hot Huskies.
No, they say Leach is the one that said Utah will beat the heck out of you. They'll punch you in the face a little bit. They hit hard. I'm going to go with the cover on Utah, although I think Washington wins. I love my guy, Chris Peterson.
All right, they'll stay within the 5. All right, we got Drake in Iowa State.
42 and a half.
Iowa State.
Is this a makeup game? Where did this game come from?
I wonder if it's an ad like South Carolina did or something like that.
I don't know. It's very odd.
Yeah, 42
Did Iowa State have a blizzard or something? I don't know.
This guy says he's coming back. Their coach here is Campbell.
Yeah.
Is very well thought of. And so he says he's going back to Iowa State. So at noon, I'll lay the 42.5 and take him to beat Drake.
Yeah, I think they want to cement a little exclamation point win. I agree with you.
Here's another interesting
Drake
game.
beat JU, by the way, this year. It's a little note. If you wonder who Drake is, they beat JU.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
This is a low point spread, isn't it?
Yeah, Virginia Tech's bad.
Virginia Tech and Marshall with Virginia Tech
beat
favored by 4.5.
But that was a wild game. They got lucky.
They beat them,
game. I know. But
they beat FSU.
Virginia Tech is not much different, I think, right now in Blacksburg than the people feel about FSU in Tallahassee.
Now, here's an interesting thing. From what I understand, I could be wrong here, but this is a makeup game. This game was canceled because of the hurricane. They weren't going to play it because Virginia Tech has the nation's second longest bowl streak.
That's right.
FSU had the first. It's come to an end. So they're 5-6. They win this game, they go to a bowl. Because of that, I'll lay the 4 and I'll take Virginia Tech.
I agree. It's a backdoor bowl game like Jimbo.
Yeah, yes,
right?
Exactly.
And I'm going to agree with you. They'll put it on them.
This must be a makeup one, too.
East Carolina.
There's a bunch of them. Well, look, they're right in that Atlantic region where the hurricane came through.
NC State favored by 24.
Boy, Garrard's team's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
They've had like a peak here or there, but NC State's pretty good. Keep an eye on, by the way, you're looking at quarterbacks?
Ryan Finley.
Keep an eye on the NC State quarterback. Yeah. Jags, I know we're looking at them last year.
Yeah.
So they've done a bunch of homework on them.
I just think it's a not big deal for them. I'll go with East Carolina and take the 24. I think they win comfortably, but I'll take them.
All right. South Carolina.
Another makeup game. South Carolina, Akron with.
By the way, South Carolina could be coming to Jacksonville Taxslayer Bowl.
Yeah.
Taxslayer Gator
Bowl. Good chance they come.
Very good chance.
Against who?
Against Miami, maybe.
Miami.
Be a good game.
I like that.
Yeah.
But
I still would rather, I think, see Texas A&M Miami.
You would, but around for fans and heads and beds.
1984, I think, was the last time.
We learned this last week, Dan.
I think 1984 was the last time they played in
FSU.
Against FSU.
I believe so.
Good call. I did not know that part. All right, 29.
29 points for
I'll
South
take South Carolina. They
Carolina.
scored like a lot of points last week.
Yeah,
they played good on offense.
Yeah, so you know what? I'll take Akron just because they gave up a lot of points and their defense is bad. So I think Akron is a Bowden as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? Isn't that Terry Bowden?
Is he still there?
Yeah.
And they're called the
He's
Zips.
the kind of guy. He's like the Bob Barker of coaches. If you haven't seen him in a few years, you'd see him and you'd be like, "Who is that?" He looks so different. It's like if you grew up in these parts and you used to watch me, I used to be a young, good-looking guy. Now I'm a gray-haired fat guy, so it's different.
Sneakers are still the same. It's the only matching identity.
Correct.
All right, guys, let's move down to the Big 12 championship, Texas and Oklahoma, with Oklahoma favored by 7.
All right, I'll go first.
All right. Put that hook in there.
Yeah. Why do I feel there's a little choke in Oklahoma?
Ooh.
I'm going to take the Longhorns with the points.
Yeah.
I'm going to take OU, Boomer Sooner. I'm going to take OU, and then I'm going to jump on and take UCF easy.
I'm taking UCF too. But this is a tough game for UCF. But get ready, everybody. If UCF wins, they probably don't go to the playoff.
No.
But man, they're going to hang another banner. Undefeated again.
Don't they got to win the bowl game to do that?
Oh, I guess you would. Yeah, you got to do that first.
I got to win but they'll put undefeated regular season or something.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be something
They'll
huge.
make something for
rings, whatever.
Second undefeated regular season.
Back to back.
I don't mean to rip UCF because I mean I enjoy and I like and you think it's marketing smarts and all, but seriously. I mean, Boise State used to do that all the time. They didn't celebrate. Utah did it one year back when they were in the Pac-12.
Yeah, they did.
With Herbs. They didn't do anything. They just enjoyed the moment.
Yeah.
Whatever.
People are tired of it.
Yeah, we got the Big 12, Northwestern, and Ohio State with Ohio
Big 10.
Or Big 10, sorry.
Yes.
Ohio State favored by 14.
Herbs got revitalized last week. He went from looking half dead
He didn't even do this once.
Yeah, he went from looking half dead. His hair got a little darker. He got a little color back.
He did.
So
like they put a defibrillator on him.
I hate to do this. I'm rooting for Northwestern. My favorite college coach, who's not my college coach, is their coach.
Yeah, he's good.
I love that guy, Pat Fitzgerald. I think he is awesome. I think he does a great job there. I think they have a great program. I'm rooting like heck for them, but I think they'll win by 15, 16, 17.
You know what? They actually have a decent defense, Northwestern. And can they slow it down? What they're going to do is that they'll let them go up and down the field. They're going to try to keep them out of the end zone.
They're going to score. I don't think they can score to keep up. That's my word.
I agree with you, but just for the heck of it, I'll go against you. Say they cover.
All right, good.
All
I hope
right.
they do.
Atlantic Coast Conference Championship
Yes.
with Clemson and Pittsburgh with Clemson
I'll make it easy.
favored
I'll
by
take Pittsburgh at
26.5.
I'll take Clemson. Pitt beat them a couple years ago, by the way. With
Do we still know if Clemson's any good?
I think they're good because they got a lot of NFL guys on the defensive line. I think the Lawrence kid is good.
QB's good.
I think they got these tall receivers again. I think Etienne is a great running back.
Yeah, they look the part.
I think they're good.
Yeah, they look the part.
All right, guys, and of course, the big one, the SEC Championship game in Atlanta, Alabama and Georgia, with Alabama favored by 13.
You know, it's funny. I've said all along I think Georgia can play with Alabama. But when push comes to shove and I only got 13, I'm going to say roll tide. I think Alabama just keeps coming offensively, and I think their defense will slow them down enough. So, 40 to 24.
Yeah, Alabama is so annoying that you can't even enjoy the fourth quarter most of the time.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I think you'll enjoy it this Saturday.
And I think you might be able to, but I think we're kind of hoping. You know, everybody that says it's kind of hoping
Although I have
we
to
enjoy
say,
the fourth quarter.
with the first Saturday off of the football season, the wife has scheduled the Christmas lights down in St. Augustine on Saturday afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
She didn't know.
that's not good planning.
What can I do? There's nothing I can say. I can't go to the wife and go, look, I really want to sit and watch Alabama and Georgia. Y'all go ahead.
You get the app.
Stream it.
Yeah, CBS Sports app.
I'll be fine.
By the way, I picked Georgia.
I just wanted people to know.
I'm going to
That's
go with
what's
the heart here a little bit. Really, the ego, not the heart. But I picked Georgia earlier this year to win the national title.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to win the game, but I'm going to at least give them a chance to cover the 13.
That's fair.
That's my national
I
championship
like
game.
that. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
All
All right,
right.
guys.
Hey, there's Weber.
Whoop, Weber making a guest appearance.
Lightning. Lightning.
Oh. Here we go.
All right, guys, let's move pro with the Saints and the Dallas
the fact
Cowboys.
that I got a cowbell now. That's pretty
It's his new toy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Probably
thing.
not good. Because I'm going to take it to radio tomorrow, and I know who
Good
it will
morning.
annoy the living heck out of. I'm sorry, what are we doing?
He's loud enough in the sports
The
office.
Thursday night game?
Yeah, we got a Thursday night game with the Saints and the Cowboys, with the Saints favored by 7.5.
This is easy for me. The 7.5 I'm taking. The Cowboys are going to cover this game. They might even win the game. Cowboys are covering.
Wow.
It's in Dallas?
Yep.
Going against my
I'll take
Super
the
Bowl
Saints.
pick. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ring that bell.
You don't go to the Super Bowl after this game.
Well, yeah, but I want them to have the highest of best
Well, they've
ranks.
won 11 in a row?
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
lost the
10 in a row or
opener.
something?
Lost the opener at Tampa. They haven't lost since.
Amazing.
What are they, 10-1? Yeah, 11 games.
Anyone? We've
We're
lost
3
7
and 8
in a row.
Yeah, we're 3 and 8.
All right.
We'll get there soon.
We go.
3
All
and
right,
8.
let's do our next one with the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons, with the Ravens favored by 1.
I hate the Falcons.
I
They
do
have let me
too.
down every week, and I'm picking them again.
I am too.
Did you pick them
And I
last
hate
week?
you,
Both of
Falcons.
you picked them
Yeah,
last
the Falcons
week.
are miserable.
Yeah, I hate 'em.
By the way, the Jags are disappointing and probably the most disappointing team. The Falcons are not far behind.
No, they're
I don't
4 and
care- yeah,
7.
Sure, they've been terrible at injuries too on defense, but they've got an MVP quarterback.
Yeah.
They've got Julio Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got Ridley. How do you not outscore people in this
know.
day and age?
I don't know.
Falcons, and I'm taking them again.
Sorry.
He's going to do that after every pick. I hope you realize that.
Only a good pick.
All right, guys, we got the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, with the Dolphins favored by 5.5.
Buffalo's won 2 in a row.
Yeah, it ain't going to be 3. I don't believe in them at all. Yeah, I'm gonna take Miami and lay the points.
Gosh, Miami's miserable too.
Yeah.
I'll go against you here, and I'll go the Bills.
All right.
I'll take the points.
Looks like I'll be 11 and 15
I'm up
again
5
next week.
I'm up 5-0. Hey, we haven't even kicked off. I'll take it.
All right, guys, let's do our next pick.
All right.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Come on, Ian.
There it is.
Brian,
the Arizona
who's the
Cardinals.
director?
Who's doing it?
It's Ian.
Come on, you usually
I
call
like tonight.
they usually call people out that they're directing.
Yeah. Remember we tried to
I
teach
gave
you not to
up
do
on
that?
one. I
So I
learned
just
my
did it for
lesson
you.
the first time.
Man, Green Bay finally gets on track, Dan.
Yeah.
The Arizona, Arizona's averaging like 230 yards a game.
Byron better get him going.
230 a
You're gonna
game.
get cleaned
I mean,
out.
it's miserable. They've rushed for 700 yards, I think, all season. It's crazy.
I got David Johnson too.
I know, it's really weird. I'll take Green Bay.
It's a lot of points, and I'll lay him too.
All right, both laying the 14.
There
All right.
you go.
We got the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with the Panthers favored by 3.5.
Panthers are weird, man. They lost 3 games in a row.
3 in a row.
Now they're
Tampa
favored.
stinks. I'll take Carolina.
I'll take Carolina too.
Quick one. Okay, we got the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals, with the Broncos favored by 4.5.
You know what bothers me about
What's
the
that?
NFL this year, and really more about Jacksonville? Jacksonville's lost 7 in a row. But you look at all these teams that have gotten off the mat.
No.
You know, now the Bengals
never
haven't.
got
The
off the
Bengals
mat.
went down south. But the Broncos have gotten off the mat.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh came back early, got off the
Broncos
mat.
have
Houston
a real
Texans,
good chance to
they got
at
an
worst
easy
go
schedule.
9 and 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Houston got off the mat.
Yeah.
All these teams got off the mat. The Jacks can't even win a game.
It's called heart.
That was going to be a bleep word in there. I'll take Denver.
Jeff Driscoll, former Gator, starting for the Bengals.
Played actually okay in mop-up duty last week.
But I'm not going to. AJ Green says he's coming back Sunday.
That helps. Denver's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like Denver. I'll take Denver though.
All right.
Just keep rubbing it in because Jags could have got Case Keenum.
I don't care.
I don't. Keenum was ever.
Whatever.
Yeah, but they can run the football. I'll take Denver.
All right, guys, moving on to our next pick with the LA Rams and the Detroit Lions, with the Rams favored
Week
by
off.
9.5.
McVay's going to score 40.
And then
Lions
send
are in the
Matthew
tank.
Stafford here. We'll give you a first-round pick. I'll take Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Rams in the game.
Of course you will.
All right, next pick, we got the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants, with the
Now,
Bears favored by 4.5.
Trubisky may or may not play.
Boy,
4.5.
Chicago got so lucky last week on
They
Thanksgiving.
did, and I won that.
That was miserable.
I'm going to take the Bears again.
I'm not. I'm taking the Giants.
Okay.
Giants actually playing decent ball right now. But that was
I
terrible
think
last
sucked
week.
the
you know?
life out of them, that one.
I
Because
hear
they're
ya.
done now.
But and Eli, Khalil Mack and Eli. I'm still taking the Giants. I'm going to hang with it. I'll take the 4.5 points.
All right.
I'm taking points a lot today.
Yeah, I
You
like
are
it.
really laying them down. All right, we got the Kansas City Chiefs
Take
and
the
the
Chiefs.
Oakland Raiders,
2
with
touchdowns
the Chiefs
and a hook.
favored by
In
14.5.
Oakland, Kansas City, 39, Oakland, 12.
How do you get to 39?
Don't worry about it. They'll get there.
How do you do that?
Did you mark that down next week when
39
you see the
to-
final score?
All right, we'll do a final score. I'm going to say 45-10.
Yeah.
All right.
Those are covers.
Those are more natural
Yeah.
numbers in football.
Those are covers.
Very true.
All right, we got our next pick with the San Francisco 49ers.
Seattle 18, San Francisco 4.
I tell you what,
Ooh.
Seattle's
Wow.
Seattle's
4.
offense is rolling. 31-13. Seattle wins and covers.
The Florida Gators once lost to the University of Miami when Emmett was a freshman, like 31-4. They got 2 safeties.
2 safeties. That's great.
Yeah.
Now you're
Just
gonna
think if your Mets had scored
for it
4,
again.
the ground would have been unbelievable. All right, yes, we both have Seattle.
Yep.
covering the 10. Okay. We got the Minnesota Vikings and
good
the
game.
Patriots.
Good
with
game.
the
Here's a good
Patriots
game.
covered by
That's a
5.5.
good. That's a tougher one. I won't go against the Patriots at home, so I'll lay the 5.5. But I think the Vikes will come to play. I think it'll be a good game. I'll take New England on a late Gostkowski field goal when they're up 4, and so they win by 7.
They know how to close you out, but they didn't do much against the Jets. But the Patriots are so good at home. What's my rule? Don't ever bet against the Patriots. I'll take the Patriots.
Love thy neighbor pick.
They're not Patriots fans; they're Saints fans.
I need to meet these people.
They had a good week last week.
Sunday
did.
nighter. Looks like it's the Steelers and the Chargers of Los Angeles.
Yep.
I'm going to take the angry, perturbed Big Ben and the boys from the Steel City.
They just can't stay out of the headlines, the Steelers. It's amazing.
It's such a pain. Pittsburgh.
Chargers are good, man.
Yeah.
Wait, you gonna let me pick?
Well, I was
Oh.
trying to move us along, which I like.
You really is.
I was debating this one. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I'll go with Phillip Rivers and the Chargers.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Pittsburgh lose 2 in a row? Yep, they did. They lost 2 in a row.
They just
After they beat us, of course.
Yes.
Sad
Sort
fact.
of.
Should have lost 3 in a row.
They should have.
I'll
All
go-
right,
I'll
our
go with
Monday
the
night
Eagles.
football game. We got the Redskins and the Eagles, with the
Eagles.
Eagles favored by 6.5.
Eagles
Yep. Redskins will come limping into here
beat us.
in a few weeks and beat the Jags.
Yeah.
I'll take the Eagles. Eagles are strange, though. Eagles still stink.
Eagles stink, but it's their last gasp, and they won last week. I think they find a way to win, although 6.5 is a good chunk of points.
They got to click sooner or later.
Yeah.
So
they're not that bad. I mean, Carson Wentz is a really good quarterback.
Eagles stink.
Wish we had him.
Beat the Jags.
All All right, guys, let's move on to, I believe it's, the AFC South
I don't wanna look at
standings
that.
before we pick our AFC South games.
How is that possible?
But just let's remind people. At one time, the Jags were 2-0. At
3-1.
one time, Houston was 0-3.
Yeah.
At one time, the Colts were 1-5.
Yeah.
And Tennessee was whatever. That was this year.
Yeah.
That was 7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's
One
super
time,
fun.
Nathaniel Hackett was being hailed as the next NFL head coach by Tony Romo. Now he's fired.
It's amazing.
What can
Week to
happen
week
in
look.
less than 3 months?
It's amazing.
Do we have another pick or no?
We have a couple of more picks. We have all the AFC games. We got the Browns and the
cow.
Texans, with the Texans favored by 6.
I don't hate Houston as much as I hate Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to hate Houston because they've won 8 in a row and they're happier than we are.
Yeah.
A lot.
But in a way, they kind of deserve it because they've had a lot of bad luck in the last couple of years from injuries. Houston's going to win.
I'll take the
by a
Browns to
touchdown.
cover the points.
Can you win 9
cover
games
6.
in a row?
Yeah, you'd think not, but
But you're playing the Browns.
I know.
We look at the Rams,
Browns
the
aren't the
Chiefs,
Browns,
the
though.
Saints.
Browns are better.
Yeah.
Better than the Jags.
Next game.
Okay. We got the Jets and the Titans, with the Titans favored by 8.5.
Titans are due to bounce back. That's a lot of points, but I don't know. Darnold's just starting to do baby steps coming back. I'm not sure he's going to play. I'll take the Titans.
And there have been some blowout wins against the Jets this year.
Yeah.
Bills did it. Jags
Todd
did it.
Bowles is dead man walking.
Yeah.
He's going to get fired.
Yeah,
so.
they've lost anything. How about this, though? We're frustrated around here.
Mm-hmm.
How frustrated would you be if you're a Titans fan? And Mariota, who's been average at times,
Had that game on Monday night.
22 for 23,
But they only
and you
scored
lost
17.
by 17
They
points.
only scored 17 points. That's the whole thing about the new NFL, man. I mean, the guy played great, and they still only scored 17 points.
Amazing.
Not good enough.
I'll take the Titans with you. They're going to blow them out.
Okay.
All right, and of course we have our final game, the Colts and the Jags, with the Colts favored by 4.5.
Dan, whose house do you want to put up, yours or mine? for this?
Both. I mean,
let's just put both
how
of
much
them up.
money can we make on the Colts? Are you kidding me?
Can we call now on that number?
Let's see. Andrew Luck's thrown 3 touchdown passes in 9 straight games. So the odds are he's going to make it 10. That's 21 points. You're telling me that Cody Kessler and Carlos Hyde, any way, shape, or form, are going to get to 17? I say no. Colts, easy. Lock of the week.
This might be, we have been so many duds in the last decade.
Yeah.
This might be amongst the top duds. There will be no energy in that building.
No.
How many seats
I love
do you
covering
think
the
are gonna be
Jags. I'm not
empty?
sure I want to be in the building.
I wouldn't mind having Sunday off. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit in the hot tub at home and watch a game on TV.
Yeah, I don't want to be there with
Are we
you
in
at doing
favor?
That
that.
is a live
What
shot,
was
maybe.
that?
That was,
Yeah, good live shot.
maybe I'll go sit in the pool up at TIAA Bank.
Yeah.
I do that.
Anything's better than what we're looking at.
All right, so we'll both take the Colts.
Both taking the Colts.
How about you?
Okay.
What do you think? Think Jags going to win?
I honestly don't think we're going to win any more of the games this season.
Well, that's very positive outlook.
I wore black today
She's
for a reason.
such a young kid to be so pessimistic.
This is my team, and yes, I'm going against them. But
All right.
you know what? I figured we're not going to make the playoffs anyway, right? There's like a 0.1%
No, there's a
chance.
0.1% chance.
I saw that.
Don't book any vacation yet in January.
I'm very close. Like I have the cruise
I would
ready.
love, by the way, whoever figured that out, I would love to see like the whiteboard.
Yeah.
That what would have to happen.
At what,
for the
Matt? It's
Jags.
probably like as long as this bam behind us.
Good gracious.
Bam.
So
That's the
depressing.
BAM wall.
That's
That's
the
what we
BAM
call
wall.
it. Take them inside the business. Very
You
good.
do.
All right, Olivia, do the
All right.
teases.
All right, guys, we got countdown to kickoff Sunday, 11:30 a.m. live from Dan's Hot Tub.
Thank you.
With game coverage at 1 o'clock p.m. It's all
SEC
on
violation.
CBS 47. All right, well,
Probably
we're going to
would
break
be.
some rules the rest of this season. And of
Is
course,
that a bear in the hot tub? That's just Dan.
and of course, guys, stick around for the Jaguars post-game show. One of these guys is going inside the locker room.
Apparently, we had a record number of hits on the last one.
Oh, did we really?
That's what I'm hearing, yeah.
Ah.
Because I was
That's-
trying to get it ditched, but apparently they enjoyed it and thought it's growing. So
Probably
which I
because
like.
of the Fournette suspension.
It's funny
and
how
all
people
that.
listen. People like NASCAR at Daytona for a reason too. They like the crash as
I
well.
like the wrecks.
I do.
We got the big one here in Jacksonville.
Colts,
This is a
Jags.
big one. All right, and then stay tuned for Saturday and Sunday Action Sports Jacks prime time, Fox 30 at 10:30 both nights, and then on CBS 47 on Sunday.
All right, Olivia, well
And that's
done.
about it.
Good work. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
You
I
too.
did. Thank you,
Can you-
neighbors.
Yeah, neighbors are good.
Neighbors are
They're
good
the
folks.
best.
Neighbors are good. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Hopefully have a win.
Yeah.
I'm going to hope out.